Okay. All right. So ask the nutritionist. I got a really great question from Alicia. And her question was, what can she do? What can a postmenopausal woman do to keep a better balance of all hormones using diet alone? That's a really good question, don't you think? So I thought that I'd go ahead and do a video to answer that question because, I could write a list of foods, but that doesn't really address, the root of what an individual can do. So here goes. So it really involves the gut, believe it or not, because the gut is so intricately and heavily involved in hormone manufacturing and metabolism because of some really cool bacterial strains that should be hanging out in there. So they are a group of bacterial strains known as the estrobolome. And they're just a group of bacteria that help increase levels of beta-glucuronidase, which is a big fancy word. But basically, when the beta-glucuronidase goes up, that helps modulate or balance out the amount of estrogen that is circulating. So we can really make some significant changes in what's going on with our hormones overall, not just estrogen, but all of them, by keeping a healthy microbiome in our gut. So what does that mean? That means eating the types of foods that would feed the beneficial bacteria that should be hanging out and living in your gut. What do they like to eat? Well, they like to eat the foods that the beneficial bacteria like to eat the foods that supply a variety of different types of fibers, like cruciferous veggies, of course, in beans, and different types of fruits. So really just higher amounts of fruits and vegetables and legumes, like beans, that will feed all the different types of fiber sources that these types of beneficial bacteria need to live on. That's their food source. So when we have a good variety of fruits and veggies and different beans and even some other grains in our diet, we are promoting we are cultivating the diversity of all those different types of beneficial bacterial strains that benefit our health overall because, like I said, they actually produce different little chemicals, I'm going to call them, that will communicate with the rest of our body and tells to manufacture certain things and to stop manufacturing other things. And I mean, it's pretty intricate and super cool, and I love it. But that gives you kind of your basic answer. So in addition to the cruciferous veggies and the fruits that I mentioned, some other things that are great are like sauerkraut and other types of foods that have been fermented. So sauerkraut, and of course, if you wanted to do like a sugar-free, just plain basic Greek yogurt or a plain yogurt, that can be beneficial too. So anyway, if you've got any other really awesome questions you'd like to ask a nutritionist, here is your opportunity. All right. Okay, very good. Keep them coming.